You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back. Rudrance for Black and White Sports. Let's talk about the Indianapolis Indians. That's right. Oh, because it seems they've got more cojones than the Cleveland Indians had in Cleveland Indians ownership. And what is so fascinating about this story is we have actual Indians that are fighting back against the Wokes because, frankly put, they're appalled by the idea of the name on this team being dropped and or changed. And that is a direct quote. Appalled. I've tried to say on this channel, we've got quite a few Native Americans that are subscribed to this channel, and my wife in part is Native American, and the sentiment always is, we're not offended by things like that. We're just not. Okay, we're tough. We want to be known as tough. Thick-skinned. Not easily offended. Oh my God, somebody will probably get mad over thick-skinned. Yeah, where I come from, that means you're pretty damn tough, all right? And that means mentally tough as well. So they've come out and they've issued a statement saying they will not be changing the name. This is the AAA club of the Pittsburgh Pirates. And you would have thought the Cleveland Indians could have just come out and just made a statement like this and shut it down. The Atlanta Braves have. And again, I think the best part of this story is actual Indians pushing back on the woke mob. This is Breitbart. The AAA team, the Indianapolis Indians, has decided to keep their team name after pressure from woke activists sent the team on a 2-year campaign to look into claims that its name was offensive and racist. On Friday, CEO Bruce Schumacher told the Indianapolis Star, said that the minor league team will keep its name it has had since 1902 and cited the support of Chief Brian Buchanan of Miami Nation of Indians of Indiana with the decision. Schumacher also said the team would feature recognition of Miami veterans during the Native American Heritage Night at Victory Field, a Miami scholarship, and make a formal proclamation about land acknowledgement ahead of each game. Quote, as we prepare Victory Field for today's game, the Indianapolis Indians wish to acknowledge the Miami, Potawatomi, Shawnee, Delaware, Peoria, and Kickapoo peoples on whose ancestral homelands the field was built. The land acknowledgement statement reads, according to the paper, we honor these grounds and all indigenous people who continue to reside in Indiana and celebrate their resilience and strengths. That's how you beat the system, folks. Schumacher acknowledged that he heard from many people who claim the team name is offensive. Still, in the end, he decided the team's affirmation of respect for local Native Americans was enough to negate any negative consequences over the name. Quote, it's appropriate, being from the city of Indianapolis, the city of Indians, and Indiana being the land of Indians, Schumacher said. It is just a matter, in our eyes, of doing it the right way. And who better to advise us on doing it the right way than the Miami Indians of Indiana? We want to be respectful. We want to be authentic. Quote, you take away the Indians' name, Buchanan exclaimed. You're taking away part of our identity. Indeed, Chief Brian Buchanan claimed that he was, quote, totally appalled that people wanted the team to dump his name, and he insisted that the team has done much to help local Native Americans. So that right there is telling you, that is the chief telling you he is appalled by the idea of this name being dropped. Everyone agreed this organization has done everything it's supposed to be done when you are going down this path, and it is so respectful in every aspect, Buchanan told the paper. Contacting us, that was the first thing that was major. And being able to listen and not have closed ears and eyes shut. Buchanan added, quote, Indians is not offensive. That's who we are. We are the Miami Indians of the state of Indiana. That's part of our name. It's about respect. It's about dignity. It's about recognition and the correct way to do it. If you put a drunken Indian out there, or that is looking all cartoonish, that's wrong. If you're going to portray the Indian that is not from this area, that's wrong. You're going to offend us. It's about how you do it. Others disagreed. One local activist claimed the team ignored her complaints and teamed with Buchanan because he agreed with them. Quote, what they have done, they have ran through any recognized tribe or legitimate organization until they have gotten to somebody that had given them an answer they wanted to hear. Carolina A. Castellano, Executive Director, American Indian Center of Indiana. Schumacher, though, disputed that claim. He said he talked to dozens of Native American people, scholars, and groups during their research. Quote, we look forward to using our platform to educate our fans by acknowledging and uplifting and honoring those whose ancestral lands Victory Field is built, Schumacher said. The Indianapolis Indians are far from the only sports team to be pressured by woke activists to dump the names of long-standing, teams. In one case, the former Washington Redskins bowed to the pressure to dump their name, but in another, the Atlanta Braves decided not to acquiesce to activists. But the Cleveland Indians decided they would change their name because their woke-ass owner decided he had a premonition or a dream right after the George Floyd incident that shined light on the fact that the Cleveland Indians' name was offensive. Dumbass. I mean, absolutely crazy. I think this is how it's done right here. Okay, you pair up with the local, whatever local Indians there is, and you figure out a way that you can honor them and keep the name and shine a light on them, their culture. I think that's awesome. I don't see a damn thing wrong with that. Okay, and I love the fact that the chief came out and literally used the words that was appalling. The idea that changing their name for the sake of bending the knee to woke activists was offensive to them as Indians. I've tried saying that. I've tried putting that out there. Look, eventually they're going to try to come after every sports team, but it's going to take sports teams to stand up and just shut it down. Dan Snyder, in my opinion, I still think he changed the name, not because of the name, but because of all his other crap he's got going on as the Washington owner. And he was like, oh, well, I'll change the name to take some heat off. P-U-S-S-Y, if you ask me, personally speaking. That team will always be the Redskins. I'm not a Redskins fan. Even talking about it pisses me off that they changed that name. The Cleveland Indians, I mean, my God. It's unbelievable. Tell me what you think, black and white sports supporters. I appreciate the fact that this baseball team said, no, we're not changing the name. We're keeping it. Peace. I'm out. Till next time. Black and White Network supporters, make sure you go over and check out the Black and White Network merchandise store. 25% off USA First. 25% off USA First. Go now.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.